Power is a curious thing. Who lives? Who dies? Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall.
Sometimes I wonder if this is the price for what we've done, for our sins.
Alright, so Game of Thrones Season 2, it's come and it's gone, and it's time to review it. So if you watched the first season review that I made back last month, if you're a fan, you will have noticed that I forgot a key character, Joffrey Baratheon in the family tree. Wasn't my intention, but was he side character, not really important, I wouldn't have minded forgetting about him. Little shit. Season 2 takes place right after the events of Season 1. When Season 1 ended, we were left with the death of Robert Baratheon and Ned Stark, the two people I mentioned in the beginning of my last review. You'll know that Game of Thrones isn't a story to take for granted. Moral consequences are high, and no character is safe. Since their demise, the secondary characters that we were introduced to in the first season have now become main characters, which is a very different perspective and narrative. When Season 1 ended, we're also left with the reveal of dragons in Daenerys' side of the story. So anyway, due to the demise of King Robert Baratheon, everyone, including Robert's two brothers Renly and Stannis Baratheon, is scrambling to get their hands on the Iron Throne. The events that take place from here on out is what they call the War of the Five Kings, which consists of these five kings that are king of their own lands but want the Iron Throne. You'll have Joffrey Baratheon, Stannis Baratheon, Renly Baratheon, Balon Greyjoy, and Robb Stark. Renly is a self-appointed king, while Stannis is the true king and rightful heir to the Iron Throne. What really caused this problem in the first place was the knowledge of Joffrey not being a true-born heir. However, Joffrey doesn't step down or let anyone have a say in the matter, thus sparks the conflict of the true heir to the throne, and brings up other people trying to seize the opportunity to try to take the throne for themselves. Now, I know some of you diehard fans are like, he didn't say it. What? You got it all wrong, man. This person goes through that conflict, and this person, what's wrong with you? You didn't even mention the... Well, you know, if I mentioned everything, I swear to God, most of you are going to be like, dude, I zoned out like 4 minutes ago. Or, is he done yet? Everything that I mentioned earlier is the biggest conflict in the story. But with the main focus of the war and the kings that want the throne causes conflicts on a smaller scale. The narrative does split up in many different directions, and it's very complicated to cover. But in a simple manner of explaining, you mainly follow the rest of the Stark family as they are scattered in all parts of the region. They're dealing with various conflicts and situations and a lot of moral choices. Actually, you know what? Everyone is pretty much scattered all over the place, and they're dealing with the same thing. Daenerys is trying to get her army. I hope you know that I'm not omitting her purposefully. She is a very big plot point in the entire story arc, especially in Season 2, but she's really just developing everything that she needs to get where she wants to be. Because Daenerys is definitely the one person who is rightfully to the throne, but in the legal sense, Stannis is, but you know, you get the idea. You know, it's like what Cersei says in the first season.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win, or you die.
This is the end result to that quote. It went from metaphorical to literal in just one season. So you get it, you know, this is the aftermath of Season 1, and all hell has broken loose. The fate and consequences for some of these characters really change up the narrative for this season. Some have great one-liners before they die. I hate crossbows. They take too long to load. In my opinion, this show is really good. And you'll know I'll give this a high rating, but hear me out on this. The show does something that I haven't really seen any other do. We've had a very strong cast to start us off in Season 1, but by the end, there is no one left. We are now watching secondary characters from their positions and become main characters now. It's almost like watching The Big Bang Theory, and by the end of Season 1, Sheldon and Leonard aren't the main characters anymore. Can you just watch Penny, Raj, and Howard run the show? I know that would never work. I'm just trying to give an example. Basically saying that it's weird. The absence of some of these characters is very noticeable. But if I catch myself saying that, then I know that I watched something very good and developing, which makes it me want to explore more. The acting is good, the music is phenomenal, visually this show is awe-inspiring, and the stories are strong. And overall, this season is strong too, but things do blend together from time to time, so that's the only thing it's really lacking. So we get one hell of a battle scene towards the end. I would say that's the first big battle that you actually see. And then we get a season finale that is mind-blowing, really. You just kind of, it's chill-worthy. I kid you not, I promise you, you're going to sit there and go, what the hell was that? Game of Thrones Season 2 is pretty damn good. So have you seen Season 1 or Season 2 of Game of Thrones? If so, let me know. Tell me your praises, tell me your woes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.